Hey YouTube, how have you been? And I'm asking you that, like, how have you been? How have you been feeling lately? What have you been thinking about? What have your thinking patterns been? And what do I mean by what have your thinking patterns been? I basically mean how often are you thinking about good things and how often are you thinking about bad things? What are you consuming? What are you eating? How do you feel when you eat what you eat? How do you feel while you're eating it, and how do you feel after you eat it? Yeah, a basic answer would be full, but let's not make that an answer in this question. So, other than full, you'll kind of feel down and tired. Sometimes you might instantly just go to sleep. So, when you sleep, do you dream or do you just see nothing? How do you feel when you wake up from a nap? How do you feel when you wake up from a long nap? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? When was the last time you cried? When was the last time you were happy? When was the last time you actually cared about life? Do you actually care about life? What type of dreams do you want? Do you believe that you can have anything? Do you believe that you can have anything? Do you believe that you can have anything? Do you really believe that you can have anything? Yes. Now, now that we've gotten questions out the way, all the questions that I've just asked, my fault, all the questions that I've just asked you guys and you gals, I want you guys to write them down. Literally, like, you can go back. Every question that I just asked you, write it down. And for every question, give it a set amount of days that you want before you figure it out. Now, you can say 3 days, a week, or you can not give yourself days at all. You can write down the questions that I just asked you and just see how they play out in your life. I want you guys to experiment with every question that I just asked you. Spell it how you think it's supposed to be spelled in your mind. And once you write it out, say that word. There's no such thing as somebody not knowing how to spell. You have your own mind. With your own mind, you can write the letters L, T, Z, and C, octopus. Or you can see the letters J, S, M, and you can just see that as sand. It's whatever you tell your mind and whatever you believe. Now, the reason why I asked you those interesting questions is you'll start to break the mind down. You'll start to break the mind down. You'll get used to asking yourself questions to the point where you will start autopilotly asking yourself questions. Not in an overthinking way, but in a really type of way that'll make you think. Now, you guys must understand that energy, everything is energy. We hold energy. You have your own energy field. Everything is energy. You have your own energy field. However your life is going right now, it's because of how your mind manifests it to be whatever you're thinking about. You are the reason why you're in the spot that are in. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Everything that you see, everybody that gets you upset, all of your enemies, all of these things, your own personal hell, your mind is doing that. In order for you to reprogram the mind, you must talk to the mind. You must ask your mind simple questions. So for example, like, how does my feet feel on the grass? The more you start to give yourself details in all of this, you'll start to build up a more knowing of yourself and other things. Once you start to question yourself, it'll be to the point where you'll just know the answer once you ask yourself a question. So the whole meaning of this video, I'll be honest with you, it was a freestyle. But everything that all the questions that I just said and asked you, I want you guys to write down at least 4 of them. At least 4 of them. Anyone that really stuck out to you. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want you to get comfortable with yourself. I want you to entertain yourself. I want you to motivate yourself. You have to be your own cheerleader. You have to. After this video, you can choose to say, oh, okay, I'm not going to do none of that shit. Fuck it. It was something good to open my mind about, but I'm still going to be in this type of zone, in this type of vibe, in this type of energy field that I created myself, because I have the power to do that. You can say that, or you can start asking yourself questions. Man, you don't even know how much things you will find out about yourself when you just ask yourself questions. Words, sound. God gave us breath. He put breath in all of us. And the powers and the gift that he gave us was to manifest and use our mind with the tongue. In order for this to work, you must have faith, obviously. And I don't know how much faith he can put in us. Just from like feeling itself should give you faith. Even if you don't believe in anything, when you start to feel worried before something happens, then it happens, bro. You need to start believing in something and giving your faith into something. Because if you feel like life is shit and you don't believe in anything, you're the reason why that's happening. You have to give faith. Like, you have to give your all into something. You have to give your time and energy into something. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, work hard, man. Think of an energy bubble. Create your own energy zone. Ask yourself questions. What type of house do I want to live in? How do I want the air to feel on my body when I go outside? And you answer that question, bro. It's literally like you're writing yourself. You're programming yourself. You think motherfuckers in X-Men and all that shit, bro. Like, that shit is real. Chi energy. Like I said in my last video, look up chi energy. That shit is real. People can, like, telekinesis, people can move shit and, like, blow up shit with their minds and, like, make paper burn on fire. It's because they tap into, like, the spiritual senses. And, like, what does that even mean? Like, let me give you an example. They put all their senses into something. Like, let's say I'm looking at my walls. I'll keep on looking at the walls, and let's say I want the walls to melt or be on fire. I would literally have to put the sense, the taste, smell, all that, and then put it connected into the now. That's how it feels. Like, okay, I can smell the fire burning. You got to put all your senses into it while you're focusing on it. Put all the senses, and you also have to go with the flow of the chi energy. So, like, my hand, how the way it's moving right now, if you get into just emotion like this, you can just start to feel some energy. Like, for example, like, I'll think about me just squishing a ball. Like, just do this and just think about you squishing like a soft ball. And every time you squish it, like, squeeze it, every time you squeeze it, it just calms you down more and more. Then you just get comfortable with that energy. But I just gave you a thought to do with this. This is chi energy right now. Just this itself. See, now I can look at an object and be like, okay, every time I do this with my hands, I put my senses into, like, hearing it crush and, like, feeling it crush. You feel me? And then, like, to the point where you just put all your energy into it. Obviously, I won't even be able to do it now because I'm talking to you. Like I'm talking to you, so it's gonna be hard for me to focus one thing on something and do something. But look up chi energy. I'm telling you, I love you all. 9:44. Like, I'm telling you, every time I see 44, I know everything's gonna be okay and everything is right. I'm telling you, everything that I just said to y'all, man, I probably don't even know what I just spilled, what I just put out into the universe. But even if YouTube try to block my viewers and all that and keep my subscriber at a low count and all that, it don't mean anything. I hold so much energy. Like, I hold so many small detail keys and big massive detail keys that I'm aware of. You feel me? Because I'm a chosen one. You feel me? It's like this. Shout out Trend Genius. God made rocks, and God also made diamonds. So he can make that in any type of form. He can make a human just as life just as simple as a rock, and other people's life as a diamond. Why is this? We don't know, but you never question. You just have faith and you believe. If you want to be a chosen one, you pray to God and ask for you to be a chosen one. Ask for him to use you in a special task. And a lot of chosen people just spread love and energy, spread the keys, ancient keys and all that, and love and positivity, energy, all that. That's what a lot of chosen ones do, because that's what we used to always do in the Egyptian times. You feel me? Like, all the time, bro. Walking in the, like, bro, they used to be so cool. All this technology, all of it is ours. Like, they use all of it and they push it against us and they make us buy it. Like, they make us work for things that we already created. You feel me? Like, things that we already created. I'm just gonna do this in a video just because I know it's a lot of spirits around me, around them. Just because I know it's a lot of spirits around me right now. Okay. Just pay attention to, like, my eyes. Hey. All right, let me stop. I love y'all. 11:44. I'm gonna get out of here. Okay. Love y'all. Bye bye.